Hello Dev, what's going on? In today's episode, we're gonna create from scratch and step by step a memory card game using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We're gonna use the DOM, a couple of functions, and all this good stuff in order to create a nice memory game card. Stick to the end of it because you will improve your dev skills by creating it. Let's get started. Okay Dev, welcome back to Dev Made Easy. So let's get started that from scratch. Okay, really from the beginning. We have just those 3 files and also a couple of pictures. There is a link down below so you can download that one. And here in the title, let's say the name of the project, okay, memory game using JavaScript. We also need the link connect our markup to our CSS, okay? And also in here, a script pointed to external JavaScript file. Let's use here defer. This way, this is gonna load the page, and after that, our JS. I'll do the link for the icons that you can download from my Facebook page. The boilerplate is done, so now we're moving to the HTML, the markup, okay? We need the div. Let's call it wrapper. This one is gonna wrap around everything, okay? We need another list with the class of cards, and inside this one we're gonna have a lists, okay? The lists are gonna be the cards. So the card is gonna have a front view and a back view. In the front view here, let's have a span with the class of material icons, and let's grab the icons from Google. Okay, so question mark, that's what you see on the front view. And now let's create the back view of our card, okay? Remember, every list here is a card. So in the back view, we're gonna have a pictures, okay? We're gonna have 8 pictures. There is a link down below so you can download this one. So that's it. As you can see, we have both of them here, the question mark and also the picture, okay? Right now they are too big, so let's solve that with CSS. We are now in the realm of CSS where a big part of the magic of this style happens, okay? So let's start by changing the font, okay? We want that question marks to have the points. And let's have our CSS reset, okay? So this is gonna be the same across different browsers. Let's get rid of margin and the padding. Box size is gonna be about the box. And in here, let's use the font family from Google Fonts, Poppins, okay? Poppins, and sans serif as a fallback in case of there is something goes wrong, okay? As you can see right now, the icon is too big. So the back view image here, let's change the size. So the max width is gonna be 45 pixels, and yeah, it's more manageable. We now have a li, or should I say a card, and we need right now 8 of them, 8 different cards, because each one is gonna have a different picture. Okay, so let's duplicate this one. Okay, let me show you. Also this one. The idea here is have 8 different cards, and after that we just duplicate them. This way we're gonna have 16 cards, okay? So 8 matches. Okay, looks like we have enough. So let's change here the pictures. This one 8, 7. This one is gonna be the 6. There's a link down below in the video description so you can download all those, okay? You go to my Facebook page so you can download this one. Almost finished here. And yeah, let me show you. Okay, we have our another list, and inside this one we have those LIs. Each li has a front and a back, okay? Now let's duplicate those 8 cards because we want 16, okay? Let's duplicate this one. And let me show you. Yeah, we have a lot of cards here, 16, and sometimes they match. Okay, going from the top to the bottom here, let's go to the body. Okay, the layout here, let's choose flex, align the items along the cross axis center, also along the main axis center. And the mean height here is going to be 100 VH. As you can see, everything is in the center. And let's also pick a background color, this time 32, 42, 45. And we have this nice grayish color. Okay, now let's grab also the wrapper that wraps around everything. Let's give a height of 400, a width of also 400. And let's apply another color. Okay, the card is going to be in it. We have a nice square, but we don't want to be that square, so let's make it rounder at the corner, so by the radius 10 pixels. Now let's give a size to the cards. Okay, it's gonna be 100% of its parents, so height and width is gonna be 100%. Okay, and now we're gonna grab the cards, the card, and use the view. Okay, we can go back to the markup and check it out. The layout is going to be flex, the line item center along the cross axis, and along the main axis is going to be our center. The flex here in the card, we want to be flex wrap, so they are not an infinite line. Okay, let's go to the card and let's try to make them be 4 by 4. So the height here is going to be 100% and divided by 4 minus 10 pixels. Okay, let's do the same for the width. Let me change here width. Calc 100% divided by 4, and as you can see, we have 4 by 4 pictures. Okay, so our project starts to have a nice aspect. Okay, now let's grab the card and the front view and display none. And why we did it? Because we want to show just the back of the card, okay, the pictures. Let's go back to the card here, and the cursor, we want it to be pointer, so the users know that he's pointed at something. Okay, let's move on here to the card and view, and for the view, let's give a width of 100%, height also 100%. Okay, and let's apply a background just for now for you to understand what you have so far. Okay, as you may note, our view is a mess right now, so there is no space in between them, so just like content space in between, and that's a problem one. The problem number 2 is they are too close to the border. Okay, so let's go up here Okay, let's go to the main wrapper and let's apply a padding of 25 pixels. And now they're in the good position. Alright, we no longer need this orange color. Okay, so let's look for a color that fits better our project, like this one, the F5, F5, F7. Okay, and the colors, we need it to be a little bit rounder, so border radius 7 pixels, box shadow, let's say 0 and 3 pixels offset, 10 pixels blur. Let's call for the color here, let's say black with this transparency of 0.1, and yeah, looks better. Until now we work with the back view, okay, but most of the time we're gonna be work with the front view. So let's hide the back view with the back view display none, and let's work a little bit with the front view. So dot front view is spam, remember it's a spam. Let's change the color. Let's pick a bluish color that fits our project. It's too small, as you can see. font size, let's say 45 pixels, font 8600, yeah, it's good, but we can do better. Text shadow 1 pixels, 2 pixels, and let's say black, and yeah, much better now. Okay, and now let's continue here. Let's go back here to the card back view. Let's comment this out, and let's use the transform, rotate, let's say something like not angle, let's say minus 180 degrees. Okay, right now we can see both because we need to work a little bit with relative and absolute position. Okay, so let's come to here to the view position, let's say absolute. Looks like we break it, but we didn't. Okay, not worry about that one. So let's go to the card here, and the card is gonna be position relative. Let me show you. Yeah, now looks nice. Now we want to keep this as 3D, so let's go to the card in perspective, let's say 100 pixels. Okay, and transform style, let's say preserve 3D. All right. Okay, and now we have working on both, on the front end and the back end of this card, like face visibility. Okay, both of them are nice. So let's try to use the hover effect to see both of them. Okay, let's see the back face and the front face. Okay, so card hover. Let's copy this one, this transform translate. Right now is minus 180 degrees. Let's change that to 0 on hover, and yeah, we can see the front and the back view. Looks like it's something is missing, and let's do that now. If you work with CSS, or if you're not, you need to understand that in CSS animation, to make it look more normal, smoothly, we need to go from one state to another one. Okay, so let's use transition. Transition transform 0.3 seconds. Okay, and this one is gonna be linear. Okay, let me show you. Okay, there's a lot to be done, but the idea is here. To make it more realistic, okay, let's apply the same here also to the front view. Okay, this is 3D. So instead of 0 degrees here, let's change that to 180 degrees. Let me show you. And yeah, now it's perfect. Okay, it's very beautiful. It's working very nice. Okay, there we are in the best part of the project where the magic happens. Okay, so let's bring the card to the DOM. Let's use the DOM here. Let's bring the cards and save them into a variable. And let's call that cards. Okay, I could do that very quickly, but instead of that, I want to step by step show you what we are really doing. Okay, so let me show you here what we are bringing to the DOM. As you can see, we have all the cards. Okay, we grab all the cards and we save that into a variable called cards. This way we can manipulate them, we can delete, we can add new ones, we can do whatever we want. Okay, so that's the idea of the powerful KS. 99.9% of the time we want more than just log to the console. Okay, this time we want loop through them. Okay, so let's use the card for each card. Let's have here a callback function. Okay, using arrow function, console.log card. Okay, we don't have that dot after the card, before the card, so let's delete this one. And as you can see, we are looping through each one of those cards. I will show you step by step, very slowly, so you are on the same page. Okay, let me show you. I hover over one, and you see it there. Okay, so you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, that's the way of doing, learn by doing. But sometimes if you have some doubt about something, you have to check it by yourself. Okay, so as I told you, most of the time we want to do more than log something to the console. This time we want to add event list on click, and when this click happens, we're gonna fire up a flip card. Okay, not to worry, this is a function, and you're gonna create that up here. All right, so function flip card, let's pass in event, and let's log to the console e.target. Okay, we click on the picture, you can see the picture 2. Let's continue the 3, the number 4, and as you can see right now, JavaScript show us every one of them that we click. Okay, so that's the function flip card. As you can see, when we click on it, we see just the picture and we don't see the whole thing. So let's use user select none. Okay, and point events also none. Let's go back here, and when I click now, instead of see the picture, you're gonna see the li. Okay, the whole thing itself. Okay, so it's easy for us to work this way, so we don't have to focus on the picture but on the whole li or card. Now let's have another element, the clicked card. So let clicked card be equals to e.target, or the card we clicked. Okay, so clicked card dot class list dot add, let's add the class flip, okay, to each one that we click. All right, instead of talking about it, I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, it's gonna be easier for you to understand. Every time I click on one card, the flip class is added to it. Okay, as you can see, click on this one, this one, this one, and you can see on the left that you have the flip class added to it. All right, do you remember that hover that we just created? Let's get rid of it. Okay, instead of that, every card that has the flip class added to it is gonna turn around like this one. Okay, so we click on this one. Now it has the flip class, so this is gonna flip. All right, we want to work with card 1 and card 2, so we know when they match and when they don't. So for now, let's say card 1 and card 2, set that equals to the clicked card, whatever the one you clicked on. So console.log card 1 and card 2, let's see what we have so far. If we click on the first one here, you have 2 cards, but at the same time, you click 1 and you got 2 at the same time, and we don't want that just for now. All right, and now we wanted to return the card 1 value to the clicked card. Okay, so return card 1. Let's set that to the clicked card. Let me show you. Here it is. If I click again on this one and this one, you can see it's there. Okay, and the second step here, the second problem we want to solve is we don't want the user to click the same card twice. Okay, so let's put everything in here and let's give it a try and see how it goes. Okay, I click on the first one and then this one. Okay, everything else is working nice, but you cannot click twice in the same card. Okay, now we want to tell to JavaScript where the pictures are. Okay, we're gonna click on the picture and it's gonna show us which we clicked to. Okay, so let's save that into a variable. Let's have the match card image 1 and card image 2. Let's have a function for that. Let's pass in image 1 and also image 2, and let me log that to the console. Okay, This way you can see what I'm talking about. It's gonna show two images, okay? After we click on the second one, we click on this one and this one. As you can see, we have 1 and 6. We click on this and on that one. Now we have the 8 and the 1. So yeah, it knows. Now that JS knows what we're clicking about, it's going to be quite simple for us to compare if they match or not. If image 1 is equals image 2, let's say card match, else let's say card not matched. Okay, let me show you here. I click on the first one and this one and card matched. Okay, let's click on the first one and the second one and card not matched. So you have the logic. Alright, and now we're gonna do something very interesting. Okay, let's grab the card 1 and card 2 and let's add the class shake. Okay, we want it to shake, telling the user, yeah, you click on the wrong one, you have to try again. Okay, let me click on this one and the second one, and as you can see we have shake, the class shake. Let me show you again. I click in this on that one and it was added the class shake. Okay, the next step, let's create that shake animation. In order to create that animation, let's go back to CSS. Okay, and in here, okay, let's call this dot card shake. Okay, animation shake. Let's give it a time of 0.4 seconds. You can use whatever you want. Is in out. Okay, and the second step here, we are talking about the animation, but we don't have it. So let's create that at keyframes. Guess what? Shake at 0 and 100%. Let's say transform and translate in X direction 0. Let's just duplicate this one, okay, a couple of times. And here at 20%, we're gonna have a different number here. Let's have 13 pixels. At 40%, let's change that to 30 pixels. At 6% here, let's say minus 8 pixels. And at 80%, let's say 8 pixels. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, wrong. And they shake, they show the user that it's wrong. Click on this one and that one, right and wrong. We have a nice shake effect, but I want that to happen not right after you click on that one, but wait a little bit. Okay, so let's have a set timeout. Okay, and let's wait 400 milliseconds. Let me show you. Okay, it's happening now. I click and now they shake. I click, now they shake. They don't because they match. And yeah, it looks very nice. Alright, let's have a second timeout. Okay, I want to remove both the shake and also the flip classes from both cards of 1.2 seconds. Okay, with class list remove shake and flip. We click on this one. Let me show you. We wait a little bit and it flips out. It's not work for this one yet. Okay, now let's set both card values to blank. Okay, card 1 equals card 2. That's equals to blank. Okay, let me show you here. Let's click on this one and that one, and yeah, it goes back to blank. Let's work now on the function match cards. And now we wanted to remove the flip and also the event list, okay, from the ones that match. And we also want to have card 1 and 2 back to blank. Okay, let me show you. All right, it's working. And now we want to prevent the user from click on all the cards until it flips. Okay, so let's disable equals false. Let's have it here too. Okay, let's see also here, let's disable deck. We don't need this word let, just disable deck false. Okay, let me look here for also here in the timeout. Okay, disable deck here is gonna be also false. And yeah, we click here, we wait, we click now we can after wait for a while, okay, until it flips. Now let's set the behavior when all the cards match. Okay, so let match start here with 0. Okay, let's come into function match cards, and let's say here, let's declare increment match value by 1, so match card plus plus. And now let's have some logic here. If match card is equals to 8, so 8 times 2 is 16. Okay, we want to shuffle that. All right, typos are a huge problem in JavaScript. I see a lot of subscribers and sometimes they have problems, and we talk on message, and 99% of the time the problem is just a typo. Okay, so let's have the shuffle function. Okay, let's have a function. Let's call that shuffle card. And here you want a couple of simple things. Match card 0. Okay, card 1 and card 2. Let's set that to blank again. Okay, blank state. Disable deck. Let's say false. Okay, let me copy this logic from here. Is for each. And in here we want to remove the class flip. Okay, this way they don't flip, so you can see what you have here. Okay, so cat dot class list dot remove flip, so they no longer have the class flip. Okay, let me show you. It's much better than explain. I click on this one, and they stay this way, so we can see and apply our shuffle. Okay. All right, then now we want to call the function shuffle card after 1 second. Okay, instead of it happens instantly, we want to wait a little bit. So let's use set timeout. As you can see, we are using a lot of simple stuff. Okay, on JS, nothing is complicated here. So shuffle, and let me show you here. Let's finish it here. And as soon as it's done, it happens at the same time. And we don't want that. We want to wait 1 second. Maybe you want to wait 2 seconds. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, it's gonna be 1 second. Let's finish it up one more time and show you the effect. Okay, after 1 second it flipped. Okay, one more thing here. Let's go to the for each, and let's say card dot class list add flip. This way we can see them and see that they are stacked, they don't change. Okay, now let's shuffle the thing. Okay, let's have an array from 1 to 8, and let's repeat that one. Array.sort math.render. Okay, and in here let's generate that. And now we're gonna show the JavaScript the images we want to show. Okay, so let image tag equals card.querySelect.backView image. Let's use here the backstick. Okay, so image.r of i.png. Okay, so let me show you here now. if I reload, you can see that every time I reload, we have a different one, okay? I reload now, and they are at different positions, the same pictures at different positions, okay? All right, and the last thing here we're gonna do is let's remove the class, okay? Flip to everything. So that's all for today, guys. I really hope you like it. If you like it, you know what to do. Subscribe and also click that little bell down below so you get notified every time I post a new video. Bye bye, see you in the next one.